Hello, my name is James Zander, and I'm with my friend Tamaha, and we represent Xanadu Beach Club, and this is Xanadu Beach Chat. And we're here today in this episode to introduce ourselves so you get to know us and all that. Uh, we're here to sell condos, but we know that it's a big decision. You have to get to know us and all that. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about our backgrounds and where we're from, so you get to know us and all that, and know that me and Tom are good guys.
Hola, buenos dias, good morning. Yes, hi, my name is Tamaha McDonald. I'm originally from New Zealand, Blenheim, New Zealand, a small country town in New Zealand. And I am the co-developer for Xanadu Beach Club and also resort manager for Xanadu Beach Club. So yeah, welcome to Xanadu Beach Club Chat, our first ever podcast attempt here. So welcome and thanks for joining us.
You can tell we're a little rough. This is the first episode. Hopefully we're going to be doing a lot. My background is I was born in the U.S. I had immigrant parents. My dad's a Croat or a Croatian from Eastern Europe. Hard-working guy, was a barber and all that. One of those guys that'll do anything, tell you can do anything, and pretty much he'll figure it out and get it done. Very entrepreneurial. He's selling cars out of the front of the barber shop, and he'd have duplexes and houses he would reconstruct and make into rentals, and just a hard-working guy, good guy to learn from. And my mom was a teacher, an art teacher, so she was always dreaming. And but she was definitely a teacher, always correcting me if I got something incorrect when I was speaking, even though she's an art teacher. But they were real good people, and they raised me right, worked hard and all that. And my early years, I worked construction mostly with my dad and stuff, because later on my dad started developing buildings and warehouses, and that's where he got ahead in life. He was building warehouses, and he made like a small empire building industrial parks and different kinds of real estate, mostly being like a landlord and doing spec construction.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, my background's completely different. I come from, like I say, New Zealand, and I grew up in a rugby background. Actually, we were involved with rugby from an early age, and then I went and played rugby right through college and growing up as an adult. So sport was a big part of our life, family life in New Zealand, and it's a big part of the culture there as well. And that's where really I learned a lot of the skills that I have with leadership, team management, team building, working in a team. And so, rugby has, over the years, has given me a lot of things and taught me a lot of things as well. So, there's that part. And then I also went to school for 1 year. I had a chance to go to school in the USA. So I did my senior year over there in the USA, and that kind of sparked an interest for me in travel and knowing more about other cultures, other countries around the world. So that was a very, very a good year for me personally in terms of my growth and finding about what I'm about. And I then came back from my school year over there and decided to go to university. My mother was always really big on education for us as kids. And she was saying to me growing up that rugby was only get me so far, and that I needed to think about education and what I'll do afterwards for a career. So ended up going to university on the back of her advice, and so that's kind of my background there.
Tom was talking a little bit of his years later, and I haven't talked about that too much, or mid years. I don't know what else to call them, but. I was always into aviation and fast cars. Anything you could drive or fly or steer that went fast or caused trouble, I wanted to drive it or fly it, including like military vehicles. So later on, when I was a kid, I learned to fly at 16 because it just bugged my dad, and he finally paid for it after I bugged him for about a year, and he was ready to kick me out of the house by then. And so I learned how to fly at a real young age. Then I went to the university, just like Tamaha, and but I went to flight school for business aviation at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical over in Prescott, Arizona. And over there, I learned a lot of stuff in college, and made a lot of new friends too, because I got adopted by a family over there, and the Lutkins, and they because I was lonely, and then they kind of brought me up, and I learned gunsmithing there from this old guy that used to be a cop. So it's like kind of cool, what you go through in your life that makes you a man. And then later on, I met my wife, and we moved to Michigan. I built a house, and we had always dreamed about living on the beach. And my dad had talked about it all the time, but he never would pull the trigger and do it. And so for a lot of years, we were looking all over the world for a place to have a beach house and maybe retire in and enjoy the years you have left after you're working my whole life and busting your chops. And after looking all over the place, we finally found one in the Yucatan, and it filled all the boxes. Beautiful people down here, and beautiful beach. It was affordable. There's shopping, and then there's beautiful restaurants that make you a little bit fat, and again, the people were wonderful. So then we ended up buying a place in 2013, and that's how we got down to the Yucatan, and that's where I met my best buddy Tamaha, and Tamaha was doing odd jobs, but he came down here because his wife needed the better weather and all that, and the beach provided that weather, because they were in Mexico City, and as a lot of people know, Mexico City, not only is it dangerous to live there, but it's dangerous to breathe there too, because bad air. But they went to the beach, and we became best buddies, and we had been talking about, the dream of being on the beach, and we kind of came up with the idea of Xanadu as well as others. And we were able to get a beautiful piece of beach over in Sal, Mexico, and untouched. No entradas for the public to go in there. No trash. Looks like God had just made it last week and provided it to us to go enjoy. And we came up with this idea all around building these resort condos on the beach, and to have all the positives that we like about living in the beach and like about living in the Yucatan without all the negatives and stuff like that. And that's how we became co-developers and on this project, and that's why we're here talking to you today and all that. There's a lot of positives about living down the Yucatan. Like I said, the people are so nice. Yeah. They give you a story. When I first came down here, I was driving this beat-up rental car, and the roads ain't so good, and I was always beating the bottom of that car, and I think I dropped the muffler or something, so the car wasn't running that good, and I got stuck on the side of the road. Well, I'm in little village. These people are so poor, they barely got buttons on their shirts, and two locals pulled over, and they're helping this guy they don't know on the side of the road, and offering me a cerveza, offering me agua. How can we help? I'm a mechanic. I'm not a mechanic, but my uncle is. Maybe I can figure it out. So they're on the side of the street trying to help me, and I'm like, damn, this is a place where I want to be. This is a place where I want my kids to be in this and that, because everybody's so nice. And then you combine that with the beautiful beach and the affordability of it. I mean, there's nothing better. And that's where I came up with the idea that this is going to be where I want to live and maybe retire and have some fun before God puts me 6 foot in the ground and all that. And me and Tamaha talk about our personal adventures down here with the people and all that. And we just love the people. I mean, there's negatives like there always are. But if you want to go through the positives of this development of what we're doing, it's on the beach. It can't be prettier. The sand is so soft that you put your feet in them and your feet want to go to sleep. It's just so soft. No trash anywhere. We're close to the airport. You can afford to be on the beach. Everything that we're building is directly on the beach. You're in front of the pool, right in front of the beach. You look out your windows in the morning when you wake up, and you're going to be right on the water. And you just steps, and you're in the water and in the pool enjoying yourself. And the way we've developed it, it's a resort condo. So it's a resort that you own a condo to. So you own the condo, own part of the resort, and you come in whenever you want, and you enjoy that resort living without the upkeep. That's another thing, because I live on the beach. I got a nice house on the beach, but I got to fix it all the time. I got to paint it. I got to fix the electrical's always going bad. So it's a total draw on you every day that you're fixing this and fixing that, and you got to schedule this guy and that guy. And then if you want to make a little bit of money, resort condo, we rent it for you, and you collect the money. You don't have to, call Airbnb up. You and your wife fight about when you want to rent it, when you don't want to rent it. Can you trust this guy to rent it? Can you trust this other guy to come and fix something when you're not there, or open the place up for these people coming in? That's all taken care of. So we're there, me and Tama, just to provide that for you. And if you come in, you want to use your condo, we pick you up at the airport. We take you to your place. We have a little basket waiting for you that says, hey, thank you for coming. You want to go do something? Tamaha is the resort manager. He'll talk to you and he'll say, hey, you want to go jet skiing? You want to go ride horses? You want to go on the Ria and go fishing? Or your wife likes turtles? We go on an eco tour and you see flamingos and turtles. No problem. You want to go into town, go to the bar? We'll set it up. It's your time for the relax and all that. But this is a way of you relaxing and having the best of the best kind of vacation, but still owning a place on the beach that pays you a lot of money back. And everything, it's like a gold rush here. So if you get in now, the money you're going to make is huge. The equity increases on the beach. In 2 years, my normal house has almost doubled on the beach. These places should double in 3 to 4 years. After you buy one, by the time the completion happens, it should go up 30 to 40%. And I mean, you can't put money in the bank and get 30 to 40%. Plus, you get money in the bank, you can't play with the money. You live here. You go enjoy it. You go swim in the beach with your kids. Hey, your daughter has a wedding. We have it here on the beautiful beach for you. You get to enjoy your investment, but you can enjoy your money and stuff like that, and you're getting money back or an ROI back.